I don't want my house to look like a shrine, but I want it to have special touches of our faith. Hello guys, I just got the whole house tidied up. Pat on the back for me. Well, I thought it would be a good time to give you guys a summer house tour. I have a lot of new followers around here, so welcome. And I thought it would be fun to focus on kind of the details that have made this house a home. So last house tour, I talked about the practical design decisions and shared all of the before and afters in this home since we are renovating this 1970s home. So if you missed that one, go check it out. But let's today focus on all of those special details that really make this house into a home for our family. So this little guy was inside my belly last time that we did a house tour. So if you hear some little noises, it's him. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the camera, flip you around, and we're just gonna walk through the whole house. I'm gonna talk about the little details. Most of these things are thrifted. We are Catholic, so you will see a lot of Catholic symbolism in this home, and I'll talk a little bit about those, but I think that a lot of my followers are not Catholic. You guys are probably Protestant or maybe of other religions. And so I'll talk about kind of the symbolism because maybe you'll see these items out in the wild when thrifting and maybe you'll want to add them to your own home if you know like the symbolism of them. Let's go ahead and start on this shelf. When you walk in through my entryway, we have this shelf right here, and I think that this is one of my favorite places to display items, and I mean obviously a lot of books, but this is something that I actually found thrifting. I didn't find it, my friend found it and gifted it to us, and it is a beautiful statue of Joseph and Mary holding baby Jesus, and I think that's just like the perfect thing for the eye to catch when you enter our home so that you know what values we hold in this house. You have a keen eye. You might have noticed this back here. And this is actually from our travels to Spain. I traveled to Spain with my parents and my family when I was in high school, and I picked this up at a mosque that was also a Catholic church at one point, and it has some beautiful, beautiful symbolism to it. And so I love that piece. And it's a little bit different, I know, but I absolutely love mixing it into here and having this with just my normal decor. So this is more like normal modern-ish art and some vintage pieces. That's actually an original from my grandmother. So that's definitely crooked. I should have fixed it. But this is my little gallery wall of churches that I have been thrifting. I thrifted these two together. They were a set. And then this one I got recently at a church yard sale. And that is a roof tile actually from this church. I want to say it was St. Louis. And they restored the roof, and so they had that as a fundraiser, I guess. And then also these are from Milan, I want to say. Milan, somewhere else in Italy. So really beautiful, and I want to add on to this church wall collection as I thrift more. We've been able to pick up some really cool pieces lately, including this piece, which we got at a yard sale, and it is from Afghanistan. It is a treasure chest. So they used to, I explained this in the yard sale haul video, but they would keep their valuables inside there along with a scorpion, and the scorpion would bite the intruders. So it's called a scorpion chest as well, which is pretty cool. And then also I've just been adding little pops of color everywhere for summer. And I think I love that, like the neutral look with a little pop of color. So I'm not sure exactly when this video will be coming out, but I'm filming it right next to Memorial Day. So we have these two little flags, one to represent my grandfather and one for my cousin, which is just very special. I also have two books here that are really awesome. These I'll link down below. It's Theology of Home 1 and 2. I absolutely love them. They're Catholic homemaking books, and they're not exactly about design or anything, which I normally have design books on here, but these are more books about homemaking and the process and the love behind it. And then I have Grey's Anatomy here. My husband and I are both in the medical field. Well, I used to be. And so that one is an antique Grey's Anatomy book. Something I think that every Christian home should have in their dining room is a picture of the Last Supper. So I actually found this one thrifting. It is not wood. Let me do a close-up. But it looks wood, doesn't it? So it looks like a carving, I think, but it's actually plastic or like some sort of resin. And I love just how simple it is, and you kind of wouldn't really even notice it, I don't think, until you look closer at it to really see what it is. And that was a really special find. This was at a thrift store. That is pretty amazing, I think. These placemats were not thrifted, but I did want to point these out. These are our mealtime blessing prayer, and I'll link the shop that these came from. She also has a lot of cute stuff. I think I have some more items from her shop as well. It's Be a Heart design, and these are great for the kids. Oh, I guess we left a little flower under there. These smell absolutely amazing. These are from our yard. They're plumeria, and they are just, this whole room just smells so good because of these. These two items over here were thrifted. So this is the blessing, is it's called, I think. I've seen this in a lot of people's homes. It's pretty common that people can find it thrifting because it is the state picture of Minnesota. A little fun fact for you. And then I also got this glass crucifix candle holder. These over here are the boys, my 3 boys' cups from their baptism. My mom gets them each these. I think that this one is so sweet because this is Gideon's, and you can already see how much patina it's gotten in 4 years. And then Cassian's, who was just baptized, is just looking shiny and fresh, but I think that that is really sweet. So these represent the cup of blessing as well as represent nourishment for the soul. Is something I looked up really right before this video because I was interested to see if there was more symbolism to these. I forgot our entryway. Let's move back to the entryway and then I'll move on to the kitchen and the bedrooms as well. Our entryway here, it's pretty small. It's just this little square here, but some little things that I've added is this gallery wall sort of thing. So it's very practical for us. So I have keys, a spot to, you know, check the lipstick or whatever. And I just recently added this Jerusalem cross, which is really beautiful and symbolic for having in your entryway because supposedly these 4 crosses represent the 4 corners of the earth to spread Christ's love and the gospel to. And so for us, I think that is so beautiful as a reminder as we exit our home. Above the door, I've hung a tiny little crucifix that fits up there. I did thrift that one, and I think it's just so sweet. It's made with olive wood, I believe. It's really, really special. I'll try to do a close up when I don't have Cassian on my chest. Then I have a little holy water font right here to remind us of our baptism, and it's hung very low so that the boys can reach it without yanking it off the wall. This is like the cleanest that my kitchen ever is. Pretty proud of this, but I know it will not last. But something that my mom, she mentioned is that she always likes to have a reminder of why she works next to where she works. So for me, that is the kitchen sink quite often. I added this little cross here that my in-laws actually brought back from their travels to Ireland. I was going to show you my view of Mary, my Mary statue in the garden, but you can't even see her because the flowers have grown so much around her and I need to prune them. So believe me, she's out there somewhere. She's hiding right in there. Oh man, I'll get to that soon, but yeah, we've just been a little busy. Down in there somewhere, there is 2 crown of thorn plants that have beautiful red flowers, but they're hiding. We're just doing our best over here, and I hope that I can still inspire you guys, but it's real life. All right, so leaving our kitchen is our family room, but I'm actually going to take you to our laundry room because I have some really special things in there. Some of you guys noticed these things in our My Laundry Room makeover, but up here above this door, which goes to our garage, I hung this porcelain cross. I believe it's from Poland. A friend brought it back. I'll need to ask him where he got it. And then also I have these. I'll link this shop. My husband actually picked these out and I could not love them more. He surprised me with these for, I think it was like a birthday or Christmas or something, but we have the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary, and they are just the most like simple modern take on those images, and I just absolutely love them. So I will definitely find that shop and link it for you guys. I think you've probably noticed that I really don't decorate or like have scripture on the wall. That's just like not my aesthetic, but I do have one piece of word art. It's a quote by a saint that I really like. Oh, this is by Mother Teresa. I'm sure you've heard of her. If you want to change the world, go home and love your family. I absolutely love that quote. And my dear friend got me that one, which was so sweet. And I almost forgot this one, which is so beautiful. I will try to link this shop as well. So this is Mary hanging laundry and Jesus like sitting on the ground like naked. It's just so realistic, so relatable as a boy mom. So I love, love, love that little piece there. So I realized in our family room, we actually don't have a ton of stuff, but over here we do have Saint JP2. He's our patron saint of our family. And this was actually gifted to us for our wedding from a friend, and she found this at a thrift store. Believe it or not, we were shocked when she told us she found him at a thrift store. And yeah, these are actually palms that I was planning to just leave up until the Easter season was over, but I forgot about them. So I'll have to take those outside. All right, I'll save our master bedroom for last, but let's do the nursery / guest room and my boys' room. So we are in the nursery. I love when I can use pieces from my family. So this piece isn't Mary and Jesus or anything, but it's a really beautiful depiction of mother and child. And I absolutely love the colors of it. And my grandmother gave this to us. So it is very special because I remember it hanging in her home. I have these lions here, which I love just for being lions, but they are also a representation of Christ. As Jesus was a descendant from the house of Judah, and the lion represents the house of Judah, and then he became king, and that represents the royalty. So I have a lot of nail holes that I need to fill in here, I'm noticing. But I also wanted to point out this is an amazing encyclical. I wish I could link this one, but she stopped selling it in her shop, like the printed version, but you could find it online. The Gaudete et Exalte, Call to Holiness in Today's World by Pope Francis. Love that one. And then heading to my boys' room, also this was hung in my husband's nursery when he was little, so that was very special. But I also thrifted this needlepoint when we were up visiting Maine. And funny story, we were living in Tampa at the time, and we saw in the back that it was from Tampa. We got it all the way in Maine, but it is such a beautiful picture, especially to have between my boys' rooms. So let's enter the cool kid room. This is my big boys' room, and they have rearranged their beds. So typically Benji's is over there, but I don't have the heart to put it back. They also broke that. So anyway, I have hung the crucifix that is from, that was from Benji's godparents, as well as that one from Gideon's godparents. And then I also thrifted this Jesus picture that is very like 70s, but I kind of love it. I love the like neutral colors of it. And these are just pictures that are random, and they're always crooked because these are boys in here, and that is okay. This guy's getting a little squirmy. Before I show you our master bedroom, I want to ask you guys to like this video if you've enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments down below if there's anything that you do in your home to really make it feel like a home for you, not just a house. I want to share one thing on hospitality as well. So hospitality is a value that's very important to me, and I think that one of the best ways that you can practice hospitality logistically, like shopping for it, is making sure you have enough chairs. So that's why you notice kind of like an excess of chairs in my home. Like I have chairs all over the place. It's just because I want to make sure that everyone has a seat when they're here. I did not when I moved into this home. We didn't have enough chairs, but now we have plenty, and it's so nice. People can just pull them up. They don't feel like they're intruding if they're, taking one from like just a spot that's decor. Like, no, grab that chair, pull it up. It's great. See, look, even more chairs. They're just so practical. And for me, I mean, they like kind of function as decor as well. So you can just stick a chair anywhere. Oh my gosh, I need a vacuum. Oh well. This room I'm a little embarrassed to show you because of the way that my baby, my 2-month-old, is sleeping. It's there on the floor. Can you tell he's the third kid? That's just where he sleeps the best. He does not like his bassinet, and so we're working with that. So I recently did a makeover of this room, but I didn't really talk about the tiny little details. You might have noticed them though. So I have our rosaries here displayed kind of like functionally on this candlestick that I thrifted. And then over here, not thrifted, but a dear friend gave me this that she brought back from Italy. And I love just the simple detail of it. So that sits right here next to my jewelry when I'm getting ready. And this is like a mess. And one of the last things I'll show you is this very, very special watercolor that was done by an artist on Etsy that my friend sent a picture to her of the church that we were married into, and she painted this. So I'll try to find that shop as well. Absolutely love the way that this turned out. So that's exactly what it looks like, and this is actually where we met, and so it's very special there next to that one. I don't want my house to look like a shrine, but I want it to have special touches of our faith in it, and so I hope that that came through in this video. And it was really fun putting this together because it kind of made me think about why I have things in certain places, and I think I'm gonna remind my kids about that a little bit. Just we'll have some good conversation later today once they come home from grandma's. All right, well, I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a very blessed week. Bye, guys. He really wanted to go, though, so I can't deny